Well, friends, without further ado, I lost pretty bad. I wasn't even close. I just wrote it up on Elephant Journal. You can read it. It's in my post about last night. Pretty sad. Pretty much just crying. But, please do read that post because it has some more thoughtful observations. But, I'm really proud of the campaign I ran. It was really fun. It was really challenging. It's delightful and wonderful to enter into a path of challenge that one is well suited for. And I really connected with people well. As I wrote in the article, maybe the only redeeming factor I can think of is that I earned far more votes, had a strong showing for any candidate who wasn't allied with one of the two kind of centers of gravity in Boulder, one of the two main slates, the elevated plan or the progressive slate. I wasn't against any of them. I had a lot of friends on both, a lot of endorsements from both folks allied with both sides. But I never wanted to be on one side against the other, and I never wanted to be on the other side against the other. I had, a lot of friends and a lot of values and in common with both. And I think the premise or promise of my campaign which was clearly wrong. Was just that we could focus on caring and helping, the homeless situation or affordability, or which is a crisis. I mean, people are leaving or not able to come, driving in by the tens of thousands every single day. Commutes are awful. Climate change, obviously, from 50,000 cars coming in every day. What we could have done with, or what hopefully the new council will do with transportation, and then of course climate crisis, which was my biggest issue, and I think all of our biggest issue is existential. Fire mitigation, flood mitigation, being an example to ourselves and to other cities that we don't need to be nihilistic or cynical. We can actually engage in active hope, active love, actually tackle climate fully. So anyway, I guess the main message I just wanted to offer, if it's helpful, is everything in me last night when I saw the first results, which are pretty rough. We were really surprised. We were feeling pretty good, pretty relaxed and confident, everyone around me, and even folks I didn't know, and a lot of, political leaders and amazing folks really thought I would come out strong, if not one of the strongest. I just got my butt kicked. And I think the biggest lesson I had from last night, I went to a few parties after I knew I was losing pretty bad, and just hugged folks. Most folks are really kind and encouraging. One person in particular just walked straight by me. That was kind of a stunning moment, someone who had won. People are very interesting in loss and defeat. And I think I just wanted to offer that everything in me last night and everything in me today just wants to feel sorry for myself and sit in a hole and kind of heal and mend and cry and not go out. And I feel a little ashamed or defeated. And I think it's important in a way to do the opposite, to model that it's not bad to lose. It's part of life, and it's certainly been part of my life with my old dog dying and my engagement ending and laying off 20 people with elephant, my best friend ghosting me. It's been a long list. COVID, my mom's health. I've had some physical injuries. There's a lot of loss, but there's also a lot of beauty in loss, and what comes out of loss can be beautiful. And there's a lot more loss, obviously, in the world. So it's important for us to keep that active empathy, not selfish empathy only for ourselves. And to just model, I'm going to go out to a cafe or lunch or whatever later and just model that it's okay to lose publicly. And wow, what a public loss I have just gone through. So that's it. That's all I got. Hey friends, this is Waylon. A day later, a day after losing my city council race. Yesterday I did a video where I was just, open about feeling disappointed and talked a little bit about how it's okay to kind of lose in public instead of kind of hiding yourself in a little hole. And that actually community and sunshine, getting out there can actually help us heal and feel better about ourselves more quickly. So that's exactly what happened. I honestly feel totally good today. And I think I just want to remind folks that if, you're going through loss or disappointment, not to hide, not to sit in your own sadness or depression, but to allow community and sunshine and getting out there to help get you back present fully. Meditation helps. Puppies help. Winfield's been a good buddy. My neighbors help. They took Winnie for a few hours yesterday so I could just, sit in the hot tub and read. And man, I was sad. But now I feel honestly great. One of my colleagues, Ginny Joseph, not colleagues, one of my would-be colleagues, she's our state rep and former city councilor, texted me and said, earning 9,000 plus votes before it's over, that'll be where I'm at. Where the winning votes are, let's see if I can grab it, at 14,000. So if I'm going to be at a 9,000 plus and the winning votes going to be at 14 or maybe 15,000 before it's over, I got all those 9,000 votes on my own. So thank you to every single one of you who supported and voted despite me not belonging to one of the big slates. So in Boulder, there's like two big groups called slates where they endorse a range of candidates and say, these are our people. And a lot of people just vote the party line. So I ran independently of those two slates because I feel like the slates are great. The people on them, the views, there's a lot I have in common and admire. From details like parking minimums to, independence on energy from Excel. But, I wanted to get to homeless solutions and I wanted to double affordability and I wanted to, which I actually think the progressives are doing pretty good on, but we need to double it, like increase very quickly. I wanted to take some serious climate action. Ryan Schuchard, who should win, and others are focused on climate, but many people talk about climate but aren't really treating it like an emergency. It's an emergency. It's urgent. It can also be really fun and really amazing. Solutions around climate can include, EV buses or vans and protected bike lanes and white roofs or green roofs. And, it can be really fun and delightful. It's not all like fighting fire mitigation or flood mitigation, which is I'm really focused on or was. Anyway, I lost. Community helped. I feel better. I've been invited to several boards. I'll check out which boards, if it makes sense to serve in that way. But it was a delightful and difficult and really meaningful process, just learning a lot more about my community. I always said it was like a love affair where I was getting to learn so much more deeply about something I already loved. So what an honor. Totally devastatingly surprising defeat. I had so much public support, but again, those power centers, those tribes, those are the folks who turn out and vote in overwhelming numbers. So as we move to even year elections from odd year, that means many more of the public will vote. So if I do run again, maybe I'll have to ally with one of the slates and still be independent within that. I don't know what that would look like, or maybe I'll never run again. I can't say. But now there's a lot more space in my life. I kind of go back to being a private citizen and enjoying my life and not serving in that way. And we'll see what that looks like. First of all, it's going to include going to a CU football game. It's going to include visiting my mom, going to the Nutcracker. I think I was invited to be a guest make a guest cameo in the Nutcracker. Very exciting, since it's my favorite thing ever. I'm going to jump back into Elephant more fully, and I really appreciate my staff giving me a break. But I just want to let people know I'm good. I'm okay. My theory yesterday that mourning, being brokenhearted in public is actually can be healthy, because people really helps me out. And I just took a long day. I didn't talk with anyone or hang out really. I just chilled out. But the hundreds and thousands of comments, honestly, were so therapeutic, and I definitely cried and felt it and cheered up. And some of the advice from Junie and Nancy and others have really, Jeremy, have really, Jill, have really helped. Carrie, the only person I saw yesterday, other than my neighbor, Grandma Ann, who grabbed Winnie for an hour or two, was my friend Carrie, who popped by and dropped me off some vegan gelato. So, big love to community. Hopefully Boulder will be on a good path, and we'll see what happens going forward. All right, that's it. Bye. Thank you, everyone.